All right, interesting stuff there. Let's bring back in our guest with us to discuss National Trial Attorney Michael Jaafar. Michael, I got to say, yesterday when I heard the testimony of her text messages, and I have been waiting in this trial to find out what connections they had with this girl, with this gang, so that they thought she might have been a part of this, because as far as I've heard, the information and the evidence is kind of lean. When I heard those texts, it changed my view of her, right? And I said, okay, these are 3 years before, and the cross kind of brought me back and said, look, that's just folks talking about what's going on in the neighborhood. There's a lot of chat going on, a lot of gossip, and you may say things that you don't really mean. So it kind of brought me back a little bit. But quickly, let's talk about those texts that were 3 years where she's talking about, oh, that murder that happened at her school, and Julio Foolio's this, that, and the other thing. What did you make of that? Should that have been let in, and how probative is it of the fact that she maybe a little bit more than meets the eye as far as this gang is concerned?
It absolutely should not have been let in. I think it rises to the level of potentially appealable error. I don't know why the judge would let that in. And yes, it did change my opinion of her. I gave the example yesterday of how much time she'd be spending in jail, and she was a kid. She was even a bigger kid back then, just 3 years ago. I don't even know how much of her brain was not even fully developed. And because it also changed my reflection on her, these were private text messages that clearly had nothing to do with the murder that happened 3 years later. So why the judge let it in? Big mistake. I think it was very prejudicial. It had very little probative value. What was the point? That she's the type of person who will 3 years from now drive people to kill him at the Holiday Inn in a parking lot? It's ridiculous. It's absurd.